Happy Hump Day, everybody. Thank you for coming back for more of our 2018 Black History, Black Health Highlights brought to you by the Polished Professor, that's me, and Doctors Kimberly Brown and Tawanda Watlington, my beautiful fifth sisters. Today's feature is one of my favorite Black health figures, Miss Byllye Avery, who founded and spoke out for a lot of Black women's reproductive health in the 1970s, 80s, and early 90s. Byllye Yvonne Avery was born October 20th, 1937, and is cited as the first woman of color to come forward publicly and nationally for reproductive rights. Miss Avery grew up in DeLand, or D-Land, Florida, depends on what part of the state you're from, and attended the historic Talladega College and University of Florida, where she received her bachelor's and master's degrees. She also received an honorary doctorate from Bates College. Miss Avery is most notable for her role in establishing the National Black Women's Health Project, currently known as the Black Women's Health Imperative, based on the work she did in Gainesville through the 70s that focused on reproductive health care and the unjust impact of policies on women of color. Her interest in improving health in the Black community was prompted by the untimely death of her husband at age 33. In 1974, Miss Avery co-founded the Gainesville Women's Health Center and later became its president and executive director. 4 years later, she co-founded Birthplace, an alternative birthing center, also in Gainesville. Outcomes of the National Black Women's Health Project include initiatives such as Walking for Wellness that featured Olympic champion Wilma Rudolph to encourage Black women to improve their health through physical activity. Other programs included education about birth control options, as well as a video to encourage Black women to look at their lady parts through self-exam. Miss Avery also produced a documentary in 1987 that featured Black women and their daughters talking about sex-related topics, and in 1990, she and 15 others formed the African American Women for Reproductive Freedom. This organization was developed as a way for Black women to show support for Roe v. Wade, which was a landmark decision issued in 1973 that recognized women's constitutional right to privacy regarding her own personal medical decisions, including the decision to have an abortion. Before officially establishing the organization, Miss Avery and company joined forces to release a declaration brochure supporting pro-choice reproductive rights. This document was led by Miss Avery and others who are affiliated with major national organizations, including the first Black woman to run for the Democratic Party's presidential nomination, none other than Shirley Chisholm, and one of our favorite U.S. representatives, Auntie Maxine Waters. This is a very graceful picture, but I'm sure we will all enjoy this one more. Today, Miss Avery lives in Provincetown, Massachusetts, with longtime partner Nina Lithcott. The couple met in 1989 in Atlanta while working on various health projects. Over the years, the two have been strong proponents for breast cancer research, as Ms. Lithcott has been diagnosed with breast cancer for over 20 years. Byllye Avery is certainly an important, immovable, and incredibly significant Black health history figure, and it brings me so much joy to give you information about somebody who has directly impacted my own career decisions. So continue to follow us for this trifecta of information at The Polished Professor, at Dr. Kimberly B, and at Tindy Roney, and hashtag Black History, Black Health for more information throughout the rest of the month. See you guys in a few days.